Hey guys, welcome back to Kinetix Performance Coaching, your home for information on strength, nutrition, and longevity. So today I want to talk about protein. Specifically, how much do you actually need? Everybody throws around protein numbers. It's not quite as simple as saying just eat 200 grams or eat lots of protein. The first thing, yes, the total amount does matter. But I also care about where that protein is coming from. Because 30 grams of protein from one food isn't necessarily going to give your body exactly the same thing as 30 grams from another food. Let me explain. When you eat protein, your body breaks it down into something called amino acids. There are 9 essential amino acids that we have to get through food. Those are a big part of what your body's actually using to repair the muscle and the tissue that you're stressing when you're training. So this is why quality protein matters. Things like eggs, whey, Greek yogurt, chicken, beef, fish, those tend to give you a really strong amino acid profile without having to eat a huge amount of food. Plant protein can work. I'm not saying that it can't. You just may have to be a little more intentional with it, maybe a larger servings, combining different sources, and things like that to get those same amino acid profiles you're seeking. Now, as far as how much you actually need, I like to individualize this. I don't really like to say that somebody's total body weight automatically saying, yes, let's just go with 1 gram per pound, because body composition matters. Let's think about it. 2 people can both weigh 200 pounds, but one can be very lean and muscular, and the other person could have significantly less lean mass. Those people probably don't need the exact same nutrition prescription and profile, because they don't have the same body composition profile. And that's the reason I like to have DEXA information. Now I can actually see how much lean tissue somebody has, how much fat they have, and then we can make a much more educated starting point on what we need to do with their nutrition. For somebody who's lifting consistently and trying to maintain or build muscle, I often start somewhere around 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body mass. Not because that number is magical. It just gives me a really good solid starting place to start. So let's say you have about 150 pounds of lean mass. Okay, somewhere around 150 grams of protein a day might be a good target starting point. Then we're gonna watch what happens and adjust from there, because everything changes a little bit. How hard are you training? Are you trying to gain muscle, lose fat, maintain? How many total calories are you eating? How old are you? And what does your recovery look like? All of that information matters. The other thing I look at is how you spread that protein throughout the day. I really don't want somebody barely eating protein all day and then sitting down at night and trying to eat their entire daily intake in one meal. For a lot of my clients, something like 40 to 50 grams of protein a meal works really, really well. You do that across 3 good meals, and all of a sudden getting to 120, 140, or 150 really isn't that difficult. And remember, you can eat all the protein in the world, but if you're not giving your body a reason to build muscle, it's not going to just magically happen. You still have to train. You still need progressive resistance training. You need enough total food, and you need the right recovery. So if you're trying to figure out your protein intake, don't just grab some random number off the internet. Look at your body, look at your lean mass, look at what you're trying to accomplish. Then build the protein target around that. And that's really how I like to approach it with my clients. We use the body composition data, we look at the nutrition, we look at the training, and then we put everything together instead of treating protein like it exists in a vacuum. Thanks for being here with Kinetix Performance Coaching. If you want to learn more about your body composition and build a plan around your actual data, check us out at athleticsatx.com. Thank you.